Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, Katie. Hi, Bonnie. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Hi, Joe. How are you? How are things? I got a kitty cat here that wants to get all into the mix. I'm well, thank you. I've had a very busy few days, but everything is good. Hi, Julie. You had a very good day. I'm glad to hear that. Aw, thank you, Katie. You're very, very kind. I appreciate it. Oh, kitty cat's shaking the table now. I got another cat coming here. My goodness, these two. So the energy the last few days has been quite interesting because the moon was in Scorpio. Now, uh, that is shifting, right? But the last few days, were you guys feeling emotional? Hi, Budini. How are you? Hi, Sarah. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm curious to know, were you feeling emotional? Was there a bit of grief in the air? Hi, Ella. How are you, my friend? Hi, how are things in Greece today? Hi, Lucia. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You were feeling emotional? Yeah, Katie, you were feeling emotional? I think it's that Scorpio moon. And also, hi, Bunny. How are you? Hi, Lynn. Hello. Um, we've had a lot of astrological placements that have been tricky, right? As in Chiron, the wounds have been coming to the surface. It hasn't been easy. We have so many planets in Capricorn. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Emotional, yes, and a bit aggressive when your boundaries are pushed. Yeah, listen, hold your boundaries, Sarah. Hold your boundaries. Absolutely. It's so important. Hi, Jill. How are you? Oh, Renata, thank you so much. Hi, Boops. How are you? I'm well, thank you. What's new in your world? It has been a really busy day. It's been a really busy few days, and the astrology has been pretty intense. A cat just said, sorry guys, Capricorn energy can be intense. Hi, Aruna. Um, hey, how are you, die Traumfrau? Everything's upside down. It's very intense. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Camilla. How are you? How are things in Denmark? Hi, Darren. How are you? I see you sharing my live over there. Oh, appreciate the support. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, actually, I know, I know, I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know you are. I appreciate the support. As long as it's, and I know you are. I know you're very kind. As long as it's kindness, right? Hi, Shell. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You know what I've been trying to think of lately? I go live, as you know, on 3 platforms at once. And I've been thinking about how to add a 4th device to my lives. It's like the platforms keep growing, you know? I appreciate it. I know it's always kindness. I really do appreciate it. You guys are very, very, very nice. Thank you. The red pendant is glowing. Yeah, I get so many questions about my necklace, you know? Okay, the live is gonna resume. I hate how glitchy it is on YouTube. Traumfrau, it's because I'm German. It's because my background is German. So I knew when I saw your name. But I have to admit, when I first looked at it, I had to think about it for a minute, you know? Oh, thank you, Lazator. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Mary. You live this 24/7, says Kat. The Capricorn stellium. It's not easy. It's not easy. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? Good afternoon. So I'm not doing paid readings today. This is a general collective reading, but I do private readings if you'd like that. It's very cold, Lucia, very cold. And we also have some snow coming in. So it's not like we're out of this winter weather. Yeah. Hi, Jose. How are you? Hi, baddies. I love it. I love it. Oh, thanks, Boops. So my background is half German. My father was born in northern Germany, and my mother's Canadian, but her parents were Ukrainian and Polish. So that's why I have this mixture of you know, European roots, I guess you could say. Your cat was 20 years old. You had to put her down. I'm so sorry, Jill. Hi, Citra. How are you? Jill, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. That's not easy. 20 years old, though. Wow. Wow. Hi, your fave. How are you? Oh, Mary, you're so kind. Thank you. Thank you, Boops. That's very kind of you. You know what's funny? I always explain to people that where my dad was born, it was basically in a Viking area. It has a Viking museum not far. And that territory, I think, is what gives me the color of my eyes because I have a very gray green eyes. And so apparently the percentage of people in the world is a very low percentage, but that's part of the region where my dad was from because my dad had that color eyes as well. My sister got my mom's blue eyes and I got my dad's gray green. I'm well, Jose. What's new in your world? What are you having for supper tonight? Hi, John. How are you? I'm well, thank you. So shall we get into it? I can't stay on super long, but I wanted to check in with you guys because it has been a few days. I've been trying to think of what days I could hop on here because when I get home from school, sometimes I have sessions going on and then it gets late and then too dark in here and then, you know, so today I had a moment. It's a Greek night. Sounds good, Jose. I haven't had Greek food in a while, but I love Greek food. Oh, I'm sorry, John, that you have a respiratory virus. Hi, Tanya. You're in Greece as well. We're just talking about Greek food. Your eyes are beautiful, Lucia. Every eye color is beautiful. So, protection, I think black tourmaline is a great protection as far as like crystals go. So tell me, everybody, what is your word of the day? How are you feeling today? We'll pull some cards. We'll go through the reading and see where it takes us. Oh, thank you, Boops. I appreciate it. How's the school job going? It's good. It's good. It's busy. Oh my gosh, it's busy. It's busy. We're getting into like exam time right now. So it's like there's not a whole lot of time for anything, you know? Oh, you feel lonely, Tanya? I'm sorry to hear that. But school is school. You know, it's funny. I've been away from school for 3 years, right? And it's kind of like I haven't left. You know, it's like I went right back into it. You feel drained. Okay, grateful, happy, tired. Oh my gosh, I was so tired the other day. Hi, Brenda. We're going to be doing a general collective reading, so please stay. Can you ask a question? We're going to be doing a general collective reading. I mean, if you have a general question, but I don't do private readings on here unless it's like a specific night where we do it. You feel indecisive? You feel like a boat without a rudder. Yeah, that's not easy. Oh, that's nice, John. I'm glad to hear that. You're not feeling very good. You're feeling depressed. I'm sorry to hear that. And not me coming into your live talking about exams. Oh my goodness, you haven't had those in years, Kara. That's so funny. Yeah, I know. I know. Exams. Oh my gosh, it's just been so crazy busy. Like there are some days where like I don't even know where the day goes. Like I'm busy running around. Like today, I was photocopying like 85. So 85 because I have 3 classes. 85 sets times 2 of like material that we have to practice. By Jill. And I'm sorry for the loss of your cat. I was photocopying. You know how long it takes to photocopy? Like it can take you like over a half an hour or 40 minutes to photocopy. And that's like hoping that the photocopier is working properly. That's the other thing too. You never know. If you've ever been through that, the photocopier can be a nightmare if it's like jammed or like something's not working right or the toner's low or whatever, you know? So thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it for the roses. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. You spent 5 years as a teacher in London. You feel my pain. You know, you know. So Frank, if you're wondering if Tammy's missing you, I would say be careful that you're trying to chase the energy, because if you try to chase it, it's going to go the other direction. But do people typically miss each other? Sure they do. Hi, Kim. Your sister's a teacher too, Lucia? Thanks, Kim. And when you're in a hurry, the photocopier takes its time. Oh, I know. They smell, photocopier smells our fear. Sure does. Yeah. I'll tell you what I saw. Okay, maybe I should tell you these things before I pull the cards. I just realized something. Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something? So when I was filming, before I came on live, I noticed that there's a lot of fives in the cards. There's the Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. So there's like this grief that's in the air. You know, there's this feeling left out in the cold. There's this should I, shouldn't I kind of vibe. Like, do I do this? Do I not do this? Like, what's the decision that I need to make? And it's like, it's never the right time to just do something. You know, you're never going to feel ready until you absolutely just go with the flow. Good afternoon, Lynn. How are you? You've been seeing 555 everywhere? I'm telling you, it was coming through. Kara just said, as at the staff meeting, the principal said the school will run out of paper by March if teachers don't slow down on printing. Oh my gosh. I don't think we're at that point, but like, I know what you mean. You taught computing. You lost your voice halfway through a 90-minute class. I had to resort to whiteboard and miming. I've been there. I totally get it. I totally get it. So you've been feeling that too, Tanya? So like the fives are coming through. The tower moment. Oh my gosh, I had such a funny thing happen with this deck here. Maybe I should use this deck today just for kicks. Okay, so funny story about this deck. I bought this deck twice without realizing it. So I basically just put the deck together, right? So I'm filming a reading. First card that comes out, checking the current energy. All right, lightning strikes. That's the card, right? It's like a strike of lightning. And then I'm like going for the next card, same card, identical, big deck, right? And I get the same card twice. So what does that mean, right? The universe is like, I said what I said. Hi, Tara, how are you? Yeah, miming. Lynn, my job requires a lot of miming, a lot of tactics to get the point across, whatever it may be. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. I really appreciate that. I always try with my readings to balance. So obviously I can't control what comes out, and we would all love to have rainbows and butterflies and perfect readings. But whenever something comes out, I'm always going to give you the opposite side as well and tell you how to be mindful, or to, you know, have somebody come correct, or trust the process, because we would love to hear all the most amazing things, but at the same time, we have to have a level of like discernment, right? If you saw my cat Karma right now, she's so funny. She's sitting next to me and her paws are like stretched out. You know when they kind of stretch out and they're like hanging off the side of the off the bench. She looks like she has the longest like legs ever. She's so cute. Anyways, yeah, the world isn't all sugar and spice and all things nice. No, it's not. It's not. I'm well, Tara. Thank you. You've been seeing, yeah, Darlene, you've been seeing 555, 5555. Yep. I believe it. Okay, well, let's see what comes out today. And we'll start off with the tarot. See, Ten of Wands, I've seen this as well. Ten of Wands is mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. So how many of you are feeling tired? Oh, Ella just said it, just as I said it. Yeah, you're tired today. Yeah, totally get it. You know, not last night, but the night before, oh my God, I only slept like 4.5 hours. Like, that's not normal for me. Hi, Ellen, how are you? Yeah, you too, Erica? Yeah, you guys are tired. Okay. There's the flag, recognition. Do you recognize that you're burdened? Like, do you feel where you're like, okay, I got to be mindful of this? And oh, you know what? Today's garbage day. That's the other thing. You know how I feel about garbage day. ugh, it's cold, it's snowy, and the last thing I want to do is take out my garbage. Your boyfriend of 3 years was caught emotionally cheating at Christmas, but now wants to talk, trying to figure out if he will make changes and come correct. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I've been there. How would I feel about that now? I don't think that's something that can change overnight. Yeah, Jose, what sleep? Jose, how many hours of sleep did you get? I'd like to know. Kara just said I woke up every hour last night. It was annoying. Yeah, it's the energy. Chrissy wants to know, will we ever reunite? It's not impossible, but the more you try to push it or force it, the harder it becomes, right? To make a reality. How are things in Texas, Chrissy? So exhausting. Yeah. I mean, you have to look at the root, and I say this to you respectfully, like the root of emotional cheating, like what is the root of it? Because somebody doesn't necessarily just wake up and say, I'm going to cheat today. Like there's got to be something behind that, right? 3 to 5 on a regular basis. Jose, I don't know how you do it. Last night was a 3-hour nap. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? So yeah, will means you're living in lack sometimes. Like, will we get back together? Will we reunite? Will I find love? Will I be happy? Will I get the job? Will is a question word, you know? So the link to my website is in my bio. You're welcome to click on that. Potential or challenge is death and rebirth, total transformation and change. I mean, look, something's got to give here, because if you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders or on your back, it's basically telling you you've got to let it go. Like you've got to let go. And another thing that I keep repeating over the last months is like, grief is something that takes time. I totally understand. It takes time. Hi, Tanis. How are you, my friend? How are things? How's the new grandbaby? But it's a matter of actually like letting it go. We have to let these things go. Otherwise, it can just rot inside of us. And that's the last thing we want, you know? Oh, Elon, thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, I really care about people. I like interacting. We're all in this together, We're all maybe on different parts of the journey, but there's definitely an understanding. Renu, how are you, my friend? How are things in Malaysia? Nice to see you. About yes, no questions? I agree with yes, no questions, because if you ever want to know if somebody's lying, ask them a yes or no question. Because if they go, well, so here's the story. Like if you're asking about someone's cheating or something that you question, I agree. Ask a yes or no question. Don't invite any double talk, So the death and rebirth, maybe somebody's working on their body, maybe working on being more fit or being more healthy. Landed in Virginia at 11:11 on 111. Oh, that is a great synchronicity, Tanis. I love that. I love that. This is also about building your power and your strength. Like I saw a lot of cards today that indicated finding the strength and the courage to push yourself forward. Like right now, some of you might be digging really deep, like trying to figure out how to make a move, how to figure something out, It's not easy. So what do we need to focus on today? 2 of Cups. So how many of you are focusing, I think my comments are, oh, maybe not. How many of you are focusing on partnerships? You enrolled in dance and judo class. Amazing. I love it. I have some classes starting soon. I describe myself sometimes as like, I don't want to say crazy person, but like hi Meg, I have 3 courses, 3, yes, 3, starting, well, 1 starts next week, or maybe 2 start next week, and then 1 starts February 1st. Why I do this to myself, I don't know. But once I get motivated for something or I get an idea and I'm like, I got to do this. So, oh, you have dance class 7 to 10 tonight? Nice. Kara, what kind of dance? So I'm taking classes. You guys remember last fall, I was taking social media analytics. And so I'm working on a certificate from a college here in Toronto to get a certificate in social media. I don't necessarily need to do it because I've been working in social media for almost 5 years now, but I decided that I thought, hey, why not? It's good to have the certificate, good to have it on my resume, and there's always good knowledge that can come from it. So, yeah, so I have 3 classes. My Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights are going to be very busy until March, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, they're online. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. But I definitely enjoy learning. That is something that I kind of thrive on. So we'll see. Let's see what else we need to know. So 2 of Cups within a few days. How many of you feel like you have some decisions possibly in love or in a relationship coming up in the next few days? Like I keep seeing messages or readings that are like, okay, when are we going to talk about this? Like whatever it is. Like I don't know what there is to talk about. You would know because it's your situation, but like needing to talk about something or get something out in the air, clear the air, go to the next level, but really discuss kind of where things are at. Because I think there could be this element of like holding back. There's a little bit of fear, there's a little bit of anxiety about what's next. And so this is kind of asking people to be vulnerable, to speak from the heart, you know? So the recent past is the 6 of Cups. How many of you have been feeling nostalgic? I'm going to tell you what else I said in these readings today, and I probably repeated myself like umpteen times, and that is, look, you are not your past and you are not your future. Right now, it's really important that you stay in the present moment. You can visit the past, you cannot live there. Your future, you can try to plan all you want, but by doing that, you're really taking time away from your present. Nobody knows the future. Cards are not going to tell you your future. Cards are going to tell you your current energies and the path of those energies, but you know that energy can change at a moment's notice. So nobody should be saying this is absolutely your future because they cannot do that. Hi, Tracy. So all I can say is be really mindful if you are stuck in some nostalgia, because that's like living in the highlight reel. That's like living in old memories and old stories or old narratives. And you need to recognize that it's your present moment. There's nothing like the present, right? You don't get that back. Time, you don't get back. Okay, maybe we want to earn more money. Maybe we want to try to live a better future. That's great. But understand that you can always make money. Time, you're never going to get that back. Okay. So let's take a look at what else we need to know with that 6 of Cups, recent past, nostalgia, chess. This is the thing. It's okay to like, again, to think about your future and like, what is it that you want? I want you to clearly decide what you want, of course, but I don't want you obsessing over it. I want you to be strategic. I want you to make some moves and see where they take you. But again, if you're so focused on the past and you're so focused on the future, what happens to your present? I always think about the book, The Little Prince, because I teach that book. And I think about the fact that what's most important is what we see with our hearts, or it's the things we don't see that matter most. And that's the hard part about being adults and having to pay bills and living our lives. I know not everything is rainbows and butterflies, but at the same time, if you're not living in your heart or heart-centered, then what are we doing? Then why are we here, right? There's got to be some element of love or passion for life or like zest for life. So I teach The Little Prince to my students. I teach a lot of books, actually. I used to be an English teacher for many years. I'm a French teacher right now, but I love The Alchemist. That's probably my all-time favorite book. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I love The Little Prince. I was trying to explain to my class that like The Little Prince is one of the most translated books ever in history, like next to the Bible. That's how well known. And so it just teaches us again to be heart-centered and to recognize that we can't be so serious all the time. You love The Alchemist? I love The Alchemist, Lynn. I think The Alchemist, yours too is The Alchemist, Chrissy. I think The Alchemist I would describe as more like the grown-up version of The Little Prince, because I do find that they are very similar in their themes, you know? You hope that I'm a better French teacher than you were at school or than you had at school. She used to dish out detentions. French teachers have this, like, I don't know, reputation maybe for being very cold or like being very tough. I'm definitely not cold. Uh, I can certainly have my moments where like I'm tough on something, but I'm also very heart-centered at the same time. Hi, Gina. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You have 8 grandbabies and you have a library? Yeah, The Little Prince is very beautiful. It's considered to be a children's book, but I think it's very deep for for a child, because there's a lot of themes in there that are probably not like, and I'm not talking about anything spicy. I'm just talking about the fact that like The Little Prince talks about things like life and death and being heart-centered and like, the faults of adults, how we're always so serious all the time, you know? You haven't read either of them? Nicole, I highly recommend. Highly recommend, you know? Thanks, Sarah. Have a wonderful rest of your night. So let's see. Well, it is kids. It is. It is. So, Tammy, it is considered a children's book. But I mean, children don't have the ability to really read between the lines of like the depth of it. I mean, it's not something that a child can't read or that you can't read to a child. Of course you can. But it's the themes in it are just very, very, very deep about life, you know? You only remember je déteste le français parce que je déteste le professeur de français. No, you made sense. Oh my goodness. Hi, somehow. How are you? I always laugh with my students. I'm like, whenever they say things, I'm always like, what do you say about me when I'm not around? We always laugh about that. All right, the strength position is the strength position is strength. I've seen the strength card quite a bit today. I've seen a lot of Leo energy, Sagittarius. Did I see Sagittarius energy? I don't know. Leo energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy today. There's certain cards that I've seen a lot of today. Strength card, Judgment card, 5 of Cups. I'm well, thank you. See, somebody's got to take their head out of the sand. Somebody's been avoiding something for too long and they just can't do it anymore. So again, if there's something that you've got to face, or there's a conversation that needs to happen, or like a movement out of the old and into the new, now is the time. Now is the time. So, hi, Darlene. So let's see, what is going on in the near future? We have, see, the Hermit, Virgo energy. I told you, I saw the Hermit today as well. Hi, Karma Kittens. You guys can't see Karma, but she's sitting right next to me here. No, I'm not doing paid readings. I'm just doing a general collective reading for everybody. In what sense, Chrissy? What's the yes or no question? Like a question for you specifically, or like a general question about something? That card was for you? Perfect. Perfect. Hi, Letitia. How are you? Nice to see you. So the near future is the Hermit, where you're gonna have to search your soul. And I think that there's an energy. How many of you feel like you want to isolate yourself a little bit? You know? I just answered. I'm not doing a paid reading. I'm doing a general collective reading, but thank you. Hi, Harpreet. Hi, Daryl. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Oh, thank you, Nicole. This lipstick, it's my favorite. It's my cheapo $2.46 or $2.49 Wet n Wild 531C. I have the other one as well, but I forget the number. So if any of you feel like you are, oh, okay, you meant like, can I ask you a question? I mean, if it's a question specific to you, I'm not answering specific questions to like readings, but if it's like a general question, oh, you think you may have answered it. Okay. Or that I may have answered it. Oh, you meant for the reading. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Hi, Becca. How are you, my friend? So like this Virgo, speaking of Virgo energy, Becca, Becca's a Virgo. Becca's my birthday twin. Oh, you're so sweet, my friend. Thank you. The Hermit is searching your soul. It's a bit of isolation, but oh, you're still sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel like it's okay to like isolate a little bit, but you can't do it forever. Like you just can't do it forever. Okay? You got to decide, find your clarity somehow, and get up and go. Thank you. What does it mean to be a Taurus? I can give you a generalization. The rubber band. Interesting. Overextended. How many of you are feeling pressure and tension, and that's why you kind of want to isolate yourself? So after December breakup, you want to just sleep for 2 to 3 months and wake up brand new. Yeah, Ivanka, it's hard. My advice to you is that you can't avoid it either. You have to go through it and feel it in order to really move past it. Most people avoid actually feeling the pain or the heartbreak. Like, and I repeat myself, I'm well, thank you. I repeat myself all the time about this. You can read all the self-help books. You can watch all the videos. You can listen to tarot readings all you want. The only way to get through something is to feel it and to get experience. And that means putting yourself out there. There's a lot of energy coming through in my readings lately about people who are afraid to put themselves out there, as I always talk about. If you're not willing to be triggered, if you're not willing to go through it, how are you going to get better? Heavy energy yesterday and today. Yeah, Zen, it's very heavy energy because it's Chiron, and Chiron is wounds. Hi, Lonnie. How are you? Hi, Citra. Yeah, the only way to get through something is to go through it. And one of the secrets to my personal life has always been that I put myself out there. Never once did I ever stop. Never. 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 I mean, that's why I've met a lot of frogs, right? So it's the only way. You've been in hibernation for such a long time. It feels like you're ready for anything. Like, oh, good, Shell. I want you to go through it. I want you to put yourself out there. Well, Chiron, the aspects to Chiron, like this week in particular, is quite heavy. Hi, Marie. How are things in England? So, I mean, this week is not easy. Last weekend was really tough for people, you know? So suggested approach is the moon. See, feel it. The moon is like, ooh, triggering, right? It's all about purging, surrendering, and letting go, right? And this is my point. You have to let go. You've got to find a way to move past it. Even when you're feeling emotional, feel it. Like, be emotional, okay. But then, like, do something to spark new energy in your life. If you're not sparking new energy, then you're going to get the same old, same old. Round it. See, what did I just tell you? I said same old, same old. Like, this card can mean two things. It can mean going round and round and round, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again, expecting different results, or you do something different to make new connections. Face the storm and move through it. Running only extends. It does. I know. I know. And Lonnie, you know what? I'm sorry I haven't written you back. It's because I just got so busy that I didn't get a chance. But I'm thinking about you. And Lonnie, if you want to do a session, we can easily talk through this. This is something that requires like deep talk. But I know you've been through a lot lately. Guten Abend. How are things in Germany? So all I can say is that we have to purge. Yeah, Becca just said my body's been purging a lot. Yeah, how many people have been feeling sick lately? I know that's been common. Like there's a flu and there's been this, I don't know. Absolutely, I'm in absolute support of the people of Iran. Yes, I mean they are fighting for their country. So absolutely, I have heard about it. I have Persian friends. The regime is terrible. The people are beautiful people, and they're brave and they're standing up right now. So absolutely. The revolution that's happening right now is very important to talk about because many people are not talking about it. So I definitely support people who are fighting for their freedom. So yeah. Hi, Veronica. How are you? You're feeling like you have inflammation in the body, Lonnie. I totally get it. Totally get it. Yeah. You're getting out there starting pickleball and yoga. Good for you. I like pickleball. I like pickleball. So let's take a look at what we need to know. What we need to know. You're focusing on your health right now. Good. That also came through in the reading today. People who are focusing on becoming stronger physically, even, not even just mentally or emotionally, you know, physically. Yeah, you want to meet new people? Absolutely. The thing is that there is a bit of worry and anxiety in the air right now about what's next. You know, what's going to happen next. And we can't control that. Worrying is going to do nothing for us. Now, the cake, if you know my cake analogy, you know, is what I say all the time. Hi, Nash. And that is, we got to get to the top of the cake. And that means we are doing the work tier by tier, getting up there, doing the things that are right for us. And hopefully the person that we desire meets us at the top of that cake and then we celebrate. But every time we try to force something or pull somebody up the cake, it just never works. You've been so tense over the last 2 weeks. I totally get it. I mean, listen, the world is tense. Everything right now is just absolutely, it's changing. We need change, but it's not an easy change. And so we're feeling it on various levels of society. Hi, Serafina. How are you? So we've got the cake. Hi, Elizabeth. And we have yoga. You know, this is also that balance of like, rest and rejuvenation, but also making small moves as you go. I think 2026 is going to be a good year, Zen. I do think a lot of changes. Oh, by the way, these were 2 4s. I didn't even notice that came out together. If you guys saw that. Hi, Josephine. 4 angels are with you. Funny, it's got like Aries and Libra energy here. Oh, Seraphine is your dragon's name? There you go, Nicole. There was a sign for you then. Lonnie just said, if I'm being honest, I think I am the one trying to be pulled up the cake. You think so? I don't know, Lonnie. It might be the opposite. My vibe tells me, I mean, listen, we could talk about it privately, but my vibe tells me though that right now there are different pages and there needs to be a balance. Yeah. And if you're not on the same page, that gap unfortunately widens and it gets very hard to close that gap. Hi, Peter. Good afternoon. Oh, that would be lovely, Zen. So let's take a look at the hope and or fear. The hope and or fear is the Page of Wands. We have to throw caution to the wind also and enjoy life. We need to go on an adventure and have some fun. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Let's see what else. So we need to throw caution to the wind, enjoy life, go on an adventure, and be disciplined all at the same time. It's a balance. Thank you, Becca. It's a balance. It really is. Like, you've got to focus on what are your goals, putting yourself out there, trying new things, putting yourself in a position where you can be successful, right? And the probable outcome, the Knight of Cups, I want you to open your heart. You got to live like you already have it. I filmed a video about that today, Zen. I filmed a video talking about manifestation, you know? Knight of Cups is really opening your heart to love. Are you ready to open yourself up? Can you try? Can you see where it takes you? Can you trust the process? Can you let it unfold? Can you focus, or are you going to have blinders on? You got to be careful a little bit with the energies coming up because of Neptune. Neptune can be a bit blinding, right? Because of illusions. And at the same time, you've got to find a way to focus on the right things. Yeah, no, because it's in my drafts. Like I literally just filmed it this afternoon, Zen. That's probably why. You're trying to find real work now. I've been relying on joy making. Well, Lonnie, again, I can help you with that. I think I know reasons why, to be honest with you. And I can tell you that there's a difference between working hard and working smart. And I've learned a lot, even in my own endeavors, with my entrepreneurship. And I can tell you that it comes down to, hi, Roseanne, it comes down to belief in yourself, like really believing in yourself and communicating the vulnerabilities within you. One of the things, you just bought 5 of those lipsticks. Did you really, Nicole? Oh my God, you're so cute. This, I'm telling you, Wet and Wild. Did you get it because you're in Canada, did you get it through Shoppers? Because they're so cheap through Shoppers. This is the color here that I'm wearing. And I have to tell you, like, I either wear this one or the dark pink frost. That's the other one that I buy. I don't know the number of it, but dark pink frost is the other one. Here's an example. Oh, you bought it on iHerb? Really? On iHerb? They sell Wet and Wild lipstick? I'm shocked. I always buy my electrolytes on iHerb, but I didn't. No, oh, $13.50 for 5. Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say for 1 because you can buy it for like $2 and something. But for example, hi Mars. I've been posting a lot to my Facebook page, Kelly Lorraine 111. And because a lot of the people on there don't know my story, I reposted a video on there of my story, the one I posted on YouTube, Manifesting the Better. And so if any of you don't know my story and you're curious, you can definitely go to my YouTube or you can go to my Facebook page, Kelly Lorraine 111. And I do really appreciate the support, by the way, over on Facebook, because it's interesting. I never thought about having a Facebook page. I always had my TikTok, my Instagram, and my YouTube. But when I switched to using a scheduler, like when I schedule my readings to be posted, they basically force you to have a Facebook page. And so it's been quite an experience, actually. It's been a really nice platform, and I've only gone live once, but I plan to go live more. And I reposted my video over there. And it was interesting. Like, even the people who've already commented on it are like, I've been through this too. I totally understand. I'm this age and I'm restarting. But I want to remind you is you're never starting at 0. You're starting with knowledge you didn't have before. Okay? You're starting with knowledge you didn't have before. Never ever think that you're starting with nothing, because you're not starting with nothing. You're smarter. Oh, there you go. 530D is dark. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, that's the shade that I wear always in my videos. That one is my number 1. It's dark pink frost. Then this one is the cool breeze. You're on Facebook more? Okay, perfect, Tammy. Yeah, find me on there. Kelly Lorraine 111. Same. Just make sure it's me, because unfortunately there are scammers out there. I will never follow anybody. I will never solicit any readings from you. I would never. Oh, thank you so much, Darlene. That's really kind of you. But yeah, we've all been through so many of these scenarios, and it's about finding ourselves and being vulnerable. And this was my whole point, back to what I was saying to Lonnie, and that is, how did I build my platform? I built my platform by being vulnerable and telling you guys so many stories about myself. Like, if you've been with me in these last 5 years, it'll be 5 years in March. If you've been with me the last 5 years, or at any point in these 5 years, you have probably heard umpteen stories about things that I've been through, and you've probably heard them multiple times, right? And so the common denominator in all of our online family, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, or whether you're on Instagram, or whether you're on Facebook, is that we've all, I know, 5 years, Veronica, 5 years, and genuine connection. Exactly, Snicker, you got it. The towel story, oh my God, so many. So I just retold it again recently. The idea that we've all been through hardships, right? We've all had to overcome obstacles. We've all had to go through maturation. We've all had to go through grief. We've all had to go through the process of healing, right? And those stories help us all grow. So whenever I'm talking to somebody, hi Nathan, how are you? If we're talking about life, that's what people identify with, right? And that's what makes your business grow as well, because people know that you're coming from your heart, you're being authentic, right? Lonnie just said, feels like the biggest tower moment in my life. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But it's meant to help you grow, Lonnie. And the more we ignore it, the more it hits us even harder. That's the problem. Hi, Christy. So all I'm saying is, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, especially when it comes to business. Being vulnerable does not make anybody weak, right? Or not good at business. It means that you're making connections with people who understand. I mean, if you really think about it, you know, I'm on all three platforms with all of you right now, okay? I've been doing this for 5 years, and this family that we've built together. I didn't just build it myself. I can't just talk to myself. It's like what I always say in my teaching. I can't just talk to my student. I need them to talk back with me. We need to build this together. We have to build a bond together. This is about day in and day out getting more acquainted with each other. Like when you guys come into these lives, I try to know your names. I try to know things about you. I want to hear your stories. I want to connect, because that's how we grow. Being vulnerable makes you relatable. Oh, thank you, Shell. I'm really appreciative of that, you know? So all I can say is that I think opening your heart a little bit can go a long way, and allowing the tower moment to happen if that's what's meant to happen. It was, I know, you wish therapy was affordable. I know. I know. But there are ways, Lonnie. There are ways. You know, I may not be, let me put it this way. I have an entertainment disclaimer, but I can tell you that I work with a lot of people who already have a therapist, right? Or I work with people who have left their therapist. It depends on what it is. If you're looking for someone, oh, thanks, Veronica. If you're looking, hi, Boops. If you're looking for someone to challenge you, that's something I'm always game for. I will always challenge you because I care. I think that's what we need sometimes. You're definitely in a tower moment, Tara. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, there's coverage in Canada for therapy, but not all companies offer it, but most cover 80%. Yeah, it depends. And actually, it's even hard to find availability with a therapist, you know? That's okay. Whoops. What did you have for dinner? What did you grab? You know, so all I can say is that being vulnerable is important. Doing the work is important. Even if you can't afford therapy or counseling, you have to look in the right places, as in videos that can maybe help you, or books that can help you, or try to find, you know, somebody that can offer you something of value. You've been following me about 3 years. I think that makes sense, Shaw. I would say so. Nicole just said Kelly is straight up tough love. I love that that it works, and I'm happy that you know that it comes from my heart, Nicole. Yeah, it is always good to have a balance of clinical and spiritual. You got hack, hard ass Kelly. That's that's my name. I was telling somebody the other day, I'm like, people don't, oh, here's what happens. Somebody said like, oh, like what do you do? And oh, that's wonderful, Nate. I'm glad to hear that. I I had somebody ask me the other day, like, so like what do you do? And so I had to explain it. I'm like, how do I tell people what I do? How do I tell people what I do? Because I'm not just like, and there's nothing wrong with being a tarot reader or just a tarot. I'm not just a tarot reader. I don't just read cards. Like I'm your spiritual advisor, your life coach, your friend, your tarot lady. I don't even know. We say this all the time. Like, yeah, what do I do? I'm a teacher. Like I don't know how to explain. I don't know what is the right. I don't know what the Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades, right? I'm a guide. There you go, Lynn. Thank you. I'm a guide, I guess. A mentor. I appreciate that. I know we need to think of a title. I really depends who you're asking. Yeah, it really does. So whenever somebody asks me, it's always like the most complicated answer because I feel like I have to sort of justify what I do in a way, and yet I don't need to justify what I do because if somebody doesn't get it, then that's okay. That I don't have to convince anybody, or it doesn't. Oh, there's Taro behind me. Remember when Jimmy, hey Veronica? Remember when Jimmy would? Taro, do you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? You want to show Veronica? You want to show Veronica? Oh my goodness. This is my little boy who is getting sweeter and sweeter every single day. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate it. You say I'm your coach. Perfect. No, I think guide is a wonderful word. He never used to be snuggly. He never used to be snuggly. Now he's becoming snuggly. Hi, Tika. He looks like Jameson. Oh, he loves the attention. He definitely now he's at his point. Now he's telling me. But he is next to his girlfriend here. They're both sitting next to me. He does look like Jameson. He's got Veronica, he has very similar ways to Jimmy. Very similar ways to Jimmy. He's a good boy. And here's Karma. For those who haven't seen Karma in a little bit. Here's Karma. Karma kittens. I know that big tail energy. Yeah, he has it too. He has it too. Yeah. Gretchen sent Karma to me, and Jimmy sent Tarot to me. So Karma's a long cat. I was gonna say Jimmy. Tarot is very big. He's a big boy. Yet I call him little boy. Little boy, big boy. He's all the names. Yeah. Hi Byron, how are you? Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm an oracle. That's a good one, Tara. I'm an oracle. Cat realized he's not getting wet food, so he got mad and left. No, he gets wet food twice a day. And you know what's funny is that the other day someone was like, "What do you feed him?" And it's like they really don't. Hi, Poppy. They really don't eat a ton. Like it's not like they're nonstop eating. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Oh, sorry, I asked you that already. They eat. She gets because he steals from her. She gets like 3/4 of a little can. He gets the quarter. He gets like almost just between like a quarter and a half. And then how old is he? He is just over a year. He's maybe a year and a few months. And then at night they get the same thing. They get another little can that they split. But I give more to Karma because he steals from her. This is the thing. He's very masculine in the relationship, but not when it comes to food. He does not let his woman eat. It's like he wants to steal, but I think this could be age because Karma used to do the same thing. She used to steal from Pandy and from Jim all the time. She was the little beast in the feeding time. And now it's the other way around. Now Karma's getting her karma because now he does it. He steals her food. If I don't stand there and watch, he literally pushes her out of her bowl and takes it. I do. I have my TTP bracelet on. I do. I've been wearing, you know what's interesting? I've been wearing it the last few days. It's so funny that you say that. You know, for those that don't know, I used to sell TTP bracelets, trust the process bracelets. It's a howlite. It's a howlite and amethyst bracelet, and each purple crystal is trust the process. And it's funny, I don't know, I picked it up the other day and I was like, I have to wear my bracelet. I've been wearing my bracelet. I always giggle when I see this because when I designed the bracelet or put them together, it was reminding me of my childhood bedroom because as a child, my dad was like, "What color carpet do you want in your bedroom?" And I wanted purple, and like this is exactly the purple carpet color that I had, and I had white walls with like the purple carpet, and like white IKEA furniture, right? So like it reminds me of my childhood somehow, you know. How light actually is for calming your energy. It's to make you calm. So it's uh it's to really sort of like ground you, especially when you're sleeping, you know? So an amethyst is good for psychic abilities and also good for sleep too. I'm so glad, Veronica. I'm so glad. I appreciate it. It's something that connects us, right? So yeah, it's good for sleep. And you know what's funny? I still have TTP bracelets. I just haven't sold them. I've kept them. And interestingly enough, when I know this is gonna sound I don't know how this will sound, but when my dad passed away, I made sure that I put one of these on him before burial. So my dad is wearing a TTP bracelet. My grandfather is wearing a TTP bracelet. So that way they're always connected to me, right? Or that was my gift to my dad and my grandfather when they passed. So yeah. So I'm very fortunate that my father has one and my grandfather has one. Some of you have one when I sold them. Yeah, we already finished, Byron. And then I still have some, right? But yeah. Hi, Seven Waves. How are you? Well, I do realize that I should go because it's garbage day, and you guys know how I feel about garbage day. The replay, Byron, will be on Instagram and YouTube if you want to watch. But I'm glad that you were here at some point. It's garbage day, and it's cold, and there's snow coming, and I don't want to go out there, but I have to. But I did get some filming done today. If you are waiting on me for like a 2026 reading, it's coming, or relationship readings, it's coming. You would love one to go with your TTP tattoo? I can get you one, Becca. I can get you one. Thanks, Veronica. It's so nice seeing you. A green bracelet? Well, it depends on the stone, but green is typically heart chakra energy. Oops, sorry, as I'm hitting the table here, is heart chakra energy. Okay, you're welcome. You need one, Lonnie? Well, I still have some. I still have some. Thank you, Veronica. I'm sending you hugs too. I love you. All right. Thanks, Tara. I appreciate all of you for being with me. So I will talk to you all very, very soon. Okay, I'll try to get on live as soon as I possibly can. I don't know when. My days have been very, very busy. But try not to fall trap to the wounds this week. I know it's a very emotional time. Everything is going to be okay. It really, really will. Okay? Feel it, whatever you got to feel, but it's going to be okay. Lots of love to you too. All right, everybody. Thanks, Lynn. You too. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Nicholas. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are incredible. Okay. Hi, Tuxedo Cat. Thanks, Zen. Have a great night. Bye, Lonnie. You're welcome, Byron. Thank you. Okay, I gotta go because I got a kitty cat here who's trying to get into the mix here. Thank you, Peter. Have a wonderful night. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, IG. Okay, YouTube. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye.